Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel once again. Came across this little bit of news right before I started live streaming. I had a topic set up. It was going to be about X-Men. It was going to be about X-Men. It was X-Men related. And right before I started to set up the stream, a friend of mine by the name of Ricardo sent me a message about this race swapping thing. And he's pretty upset about it. And he won. I told him, I'm like, well, I'm getting ready to live stream, so I guess I would change the topic. So I had to go back, redo the thumbnail, and everything. So we're gonna talk about this because I really don't see this as a story. I know people are probably upset. I'll be able to get more of a temperature of what you guys think. So I'll get to know through this live discussion on what you guys really think about it. I can only give you my 2 cents on it. Now, the rumor was a while ago now, that Magneto was going to be race swapped. You're right, Patrick. John Campea did a similar topic about this like weeks ago. Well, this news just dropped. Well, at least this news just dropped to me. Other than what John Campea talked about the Magneto character, because Ricardo, my friend of mine, Ricardo, just sent me the link and said this is trending right now. So apparently somebody's talking about this right now. So I feel we'll talk about it here on the channel. And if you guys want to chime in, change the subject or whatnot, by all means, you guys know how it goes on here. We talk about something, then we bounce around to different things. So Campea, I'll just bring up Campea because I think I really like Campea. I know a lot of people don't like Campea. I'm a fan of Campea. Met the guy at Star Wars Celebration. Super nice guy. Campea, I feel, is like the best of all of us. And what I mean by that is, Campea always seems to look at the reasonable things. For example, and something Campea brought up, so I don't want to take full credit for this this information, but John Campea made up a great idea on why swapping Magneto makes sense. And then we'll get into Professor X, because that's one I don't think has to be done, but let's get into Professor X. So, or Magneto. Now, Magneto's whole purpose is he suffered this tragedy. His family was part of the Holocaust. He was part of the Holocaust. His family was killed, and he has, he's pissed off. He sees the bad side of humanity. Well, the thing is, that works fine for the older X-Men movies, but we kind of got to update that a little bit. And the thing is, you kind of can't have a Holocaust survivor nowadays because we're getting ready to go into 2020. By the time, Andrew comes in with a super chat. I think the race swap is a little too on the nose. Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Andrew. Right now, we're getting ready to go to 2020. By the time an X-Men movie starts, let's say it's going to be about 2023, 2024, whenever, there's not many Holocaust survivors, still around. And the ones that are extremely, extremely old. Okay? So you can't keep saying that Magneto is a Holocaust survivor. You got to update that. For an example, Logan, right? Like not Logan. The Punisher, right? Originally, the Punisher character fought in Vietnam. Okay, he was a Vietnam vet. Well, they kind of had to update that a little bit, and each time they kind of reboot the character, they update the war because they don't want to make him super old. It went from Vietnam, which was the original setting, to Desert Storm, to I believe now it's the war on Iraq and stuff like that in the new Netflix series. So they constantly update that, and they kind of have to do that with Magneto. Now, originally, when Campea was talking about this topic, they were talking about the actor who plays in Breaking Bad, who plays Gus in Breaking Bad, was going to take the place of Magneto, and I love that actor to death. And then excuse me, I don't know all the current events. I don't know everything about history. I haven't been in school for about 18 years, so I don't know what's been going on, whatnot. But apparently, there was like this huge massacre that Esposito's character could reflect on that is similar to the tragedy of the the Holocaust. So I see the like Campea explains it a lot better. I don't usually promote other people's channel, but I think the Magneto character can go with a race swap. And if they do Esposito as Magneto, we could do a lot worse in Hollywood, guys. Really, I think that's the one that makes sense. Now let's get to Xavier. Why? Makes no fucking sense. Makes no sense. So I'm starting to get to the point now. I am really starting to get to the point. You guys know me. You guys know that I normally am all for, yes, let's go ahead and do this. Well, let's change this and let's change that. Let's make this current. Let's get more representation out there. I'm all for that stuff, guys. And I will always be for it when it makes sense. To race swap, just the fucking race swap, pisses me off. Okay? I'm at the point now where it just pisses me off. All due respect. And I know my black brothers out there, no offense, I know I'm not one of you guys, but, like, we're human. We're people. You're my brothers, you're my sister as a human species, right? I know a lot of you guys are agreeing. I did the video backing up the Ariel race swapping thing, and I'm still fine with it. I don't care. Ariel's black. Who cares? She's a mermaid. Mermaids ain't real. It's a fictional character. I don't care. But I was so surprised at how many black people were like, "Hey, this is stupid. Like, we're tired of it. We're tired of the sloppy seconds. We're just done with it. Like, let's make our own black characters. Why we got to keep taking white characters and change it?" So I really wish Comic Chat was watching, Danny Graham, because him being a man of color, I would like to get his perspective on it, because I don't want to talk out of turn. And like I said, I'm cool with certain things. Ariel's black. Who cares? She's a fucking mermaid. You want to make Magneto a black character, that's fine. Esposito's a fantastic actor. I believe he's like half black, half Hispanic. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not an expert on Esposito as a person. Okay. But okay, dude, that you're being blocked, bro. One, your tag is completely offensive to everybody here. So we don't do racism here on this channel. I am sorry. But what was I saying? So Ariel was a different thing. Esposito, that works too. Because like I said, we can't keep doing the Holocaust survivor, because guess what? We're not going back in time anymore. We're going forward. So we're going to 2024, 2025, and eventually you're going to be too old to be a Holocaust survivor. It's not going to make sense in terms of the story. So that's an update. But Professor X changing his race just for the fact of changing the race makes no sense. That's like, hey, we're going to make Storm Hispanic, and Jennifer Lopez is going to play Storm. No, it doesn't work, man. Andrew comes in with another super chat. Black Magneto makes sense, but Black Xavier is too hard to reflect Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, which is too on the nose. I didn't put that comparison together. Now, look, guys, you might not know this by looking at me, but I'm just your average white dude that does YouTube videos, okay? I don't know anything about anything unless it's comic book related. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell the history of another race or what a certain race should feel or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. But I do, you put the two and two together on that, and I guess it kind of makes sense. He's fighting for, mutant rights. And that's just sort of something like with, Malcolm X and, Martin Luther King fighting for, black people to have rights and stuff. So, yes, I draw that comparison. To me, it would make more sense. Let's just make Magneto black. To me, that makes the most sense out of everything. Because not only does he get ridiculed for being a mutant, he gets ridiculed for being black. He has literally seen the worst side of humanity. And he's like, look, This is I'm over with this, and I understand that. And I think Magneto and Professor X always had this great relationship, right? They have respect for one another. They care about each other. Why not keep Professor X white? Keep Professor X white. And then we have this white character connecting with this black character, and they actually, when they're not fighting each other and trying to kill each other, they're playing chess. And I think that would work really, really well. But like I said, there's just... I'm okay with race swapping if it makes sense. To me, the Magneto thing makes absolutely sense. John Campea laid everything out as to why that makes sense, and I'm good with that. The race swap Professor X, I feel like you're just race swapping to race swapping. Kings of Kings 87 writes, Magneto, Professor X were based off Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, so Magneto being black makes sense. Yes, I agree. Magneto being black, it makes sense. Professor X, I think at that point you're just changing it to change it, and I feel like they're just changing it to change it at that point. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to get to the point. I'm starting to get to that point, guys. I've always tried to look at the bigger picture when people are complaining about the little things. Did my mic just shut off? No, it's still gone. When people were complaining about Ariel, I tried to look at the bigger picture. But an Asian Professor X. But yeah. So I personally. Magneto, I'm all for. Professor X, I think at that point you're just doing it to do it. And I know, I really like to know from people in the chat who are from a different ethnic than I am, just make Wolverine black. Oh, whoa, I want to read that. Just make Wolverine black while they're at it. But like I said in that Ariel video, I was seeing a lot of people who were black getting upset because they're tired of getting the sloppy seconds. They're like, why are they taking all these white people characters and turning them black? Why can't we make our own characters? Now, from a guy like me, I can't answer that question. Obviously, look at me. I'm as white as fucking a ghost. I'm white as fuck. I can't make that answer. But I do think they need to create more characters. And the one, if I was anything... If I was a ginger, I would be really pissed because all the race swapping is being done by redheads. Like all the redheaded people are being race swapped. It's funny when people are doing the memes and it's like Wally West, Iris, Ariel, MJ, just like a whole shitload of gingers all being race swapped, and it's really hilarious when you think about it. Let's see what you guys are saying here. GDS 48113 writes, the early professor looked Asian. Professor X looked Asian because Stan Lee is Asian. I don't think Stan Lee is Asian, bro. I don't know where you got that. Stan Lee doesn't look anything like an Asian. Like, at all. Like at all, man. Now, granted, I don't know Stan Lee personally. I haven't taken his DNA test. But, no. And just because... No, Professor X never even looked Asian. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, my God. Oh, man. Well, you can't make Black Panther white because it completely goes against what Black Panther is as a character. If you change the character, then it doesn't make any sense. King of Kings writes, I hate when people act like among characters, other colors is a big deal. It gets the ones who have to be white, but ones that aren't based on their ethnic shouldn't matter. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head, King of Kings. If changing their race doesn't change who they are fundamentally as a character, then it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. So technically, you can change Professor X to black because it doesn't really change his character. Me personally, would I like to see Professor X stay his original color? Well, yeah, because at this point you're just changing shit to change it. Magneto, you kind of can't change, you have to update his character. You can't keep going with the Jew from the Holocaust because as we're getting up later in years, the gap between World War II and now is so long that the character would be like 100 and something years old, but in this movie, and you can't do that, so you kind of have to update it. So having Esposito or someone else of color play Magneto makes a lot of sense in my opinion. But for Professor X, I feel like they're changing it just to change it. Woo. But that's just my thoughts on it. I know Ricardo said he was really upset on it. I'm not upset at all. I was fully aware. The way things are going, to be honest with you, you know who's going to get race swapped? If we're going to go by track record with genders, if anybody's going to be race swapped, it's going to be Jean Grey. Because for some reason, Disney does not like redheads. They don't like gingers over there. The step-headed red-head stepchild, yeah, they don't like that analogy. So anyone of red hair, you're getting... Warner Brothers is the same. Look at Iris and Wally West and all that stuff. So as the X-Men, realistically, I think Jean Grey is probably going to be the first one to get race swapped because she has red hair. They do not like red hair. If Kevin Hart plays Wolverine, I swear to God, I just would never do it again. I would never do YouTube again. I swear to God. I don't know why we can't have redheads. I do not know. Black Widow, okay, sure. But to be fair, I believe they cast Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow before Disney bought Marvel Studios. I think. I'm not entirely sure on that one. I'm pretty sure that was already... They were filming Iron Man 2 before Disney purchased them. So that was already being cast. And you saw how they changed their hair to blonde later on, don't you? They don't like redheads, man. They do not like redheads at all. At all. If you guys have anything you want to add to the conversation, go ahead and add the conversation. If you guys want to go ahead and change the topic, we can change the topic into something else. Matt Hardy, right? Or no, Martel Hardy. Let's make Rogue a sexy Latina. Hey, I'm down with more Latinas, man. I like Latinas. Whoa, Fonzie805, right? Rob, are you excited for the classic Marvel animated series to be on Disney Plus at launch? It depends what they release, okay? Because I have most of this stuff on DVD already. Now, I have the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, which I think is the superior Spider-Man cartoon. I love that Spectacular Spider-Man. I have that complete series on Blu-ray. I have the X-Men complete animated series on DVD. I have the 90s Spider-Man on DVD. To me, the rest of the Marvel shows aren't that good. Now, like if we're talking about like Marvel, like Spider-Man and Friends and all that stuff, like from back in the day, all that stuff pretty much sucks. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But if we're gonna get like, the Mighty Avengers or some of the more current stuff, I'm down with that. But it's not like it. That's not what I'm paying for it. If I'm gonna be honest with you. Who was it? Fonzie. That's not what I'm paying for. I'm not paying to be able to see these animated shows because I might not even watch them. I might not even watch them. I'm getting Disney Plus for Star Wars. I'm just gonna be real. I'm getting Disney Plus for Star Wars, and due to my YouTube channel, I will be watching the Marvel Disney Plus shows. I don't know if I would necessarily, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I don't know if I necessarily would have got Disney Plus for the Marvel stuff. I probably would have waited like some time on it, but I'm a Star Wars fan, a hardcore Star Wars fan, so they got my money just for Star Wars. But I am looking forward to these Disney Plus shows. I did a video on Haley Steinfeld possibly being Kate Bishop. You guys might not have seen it because, the video doesn't have hardly any fucking views on it. But, yeah, so Haley Steinfeld being cast as Kate Bishop for the Hawkeye series automatically jumped that up to my most anticipated MCU show on Disney Plus. Like, for the longest, it was Falcon Winter Soldier, the number one show I'm looking forward to. That dropped down to number 2 because anything with Haley Steinfeld in it is automatically being brought up to number 1. So I gotta see it now. I gotta see it. But the animated shows, to answer your question, I'm not a big fan of. When I was younger, sure. When I was younger, like 12, 13, absolutely. Right now, I don't have a lot of time to watch television. You know, I'm either at my 8-hour day job or I'm home either live streaming or filming 2 or 3 videos for the next day, and I'm editing until 2 or 3 in the morning. So I don't have a lot of downtime to watch stuff. And the downtime I do have, I'm trying to play catch up on some of these video games that I have, and I just don't have time to rewatch cartoons. I know people are big fans of it, and that's fine if you don't have multiple jobs and you're trying to juggle 5 different things. But for me, I just don't see myself sitting down to rewatch these things. I've been wanting to sit back and go through the X-Men animated series again, but like I said, realistically, when do I have time to do that? So I'm not looking at Disney Plus going, oh yay, that animated stuff, yeah, I can't wait for it. You know, I bought the recent Batman Hush animated movie. That's just a movie. You know, it's not even a long series. It's just a simple movie, and I haven't even had time to watch that. It's just, it really comes down to time. And I was up to 7 o'clock this morning. Okay, this is how busy I was. And you know, this is why I'm a little disappointed sometimes. YouTube is so almost like a gamble, right? Unless you have like 100,000 subs or something like that, you don't know what you're gonna get. Each video you do the next day, you hope that's the video that's gonna catch fire and you'll bust out and get more subscribers and stuff. I did a video on the Joker today, or last night. I filmed this video about the Joker, and you know, I thought, well, this is a very hot topic. Everybody's talking about it. I'm going to get at least 2,000 views, 2,500 tops, you know, at the very least. Uploaded it today. It just broke 1,000 views an hour ago. An hour ago. That thing sat at 700-800 all day, and about an hour ago, it finally hit 1,000 views. I was up until 7 o'clock this morning. I went the entire day without sleep. I built a CGI. Here, I'll show you guys. I built a CGI hold on. I built a CGI video game studio. And I'm going to try to do video game news on the weekends. So here's the CGI studio for the video game news. And I was up photoshopping this until about what did I say? About 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. Okay, here it is. So that's the studio that I built. And I already have a review I did. And the review is, where is it? Hold on a second, I'm trying to find it. I hope I didn't erase it. Because if I erased it, I'm going to be pissed. Image 2. So, here's a thumbnail of what it's going to be on Saturday night. I'm reviewing Sailor Moon for the Super Famicom. And I spent most of the night really working on the review and the digital studio. So we'll see what happens. The GameStop video blew up. You know, I had 3,500 views. I wasn't expecting that thing to break 1,000. So, yeah, but I don't even know what I started talking on, man. I don't even know what I started talking about. But yeah, so, and if you want, I could play a little bit of this. Here, I'll play a little bit so you guys can kind of see what the review is. Here's a small clip of the... So as a kid growing up in the 90s, it wasn't a surprise that I was into anime. One of those animes just happened to be Sailor Moon. I remember watching it every morning before I went to school. I love Sailor Moon, but I never knew that they made Sailor Moon video games until I was much older. Now that I'm an adult, I'm able to finally track down some of these games that were very rarely ever released out of Japan. And today we're going to review Sailor Moon Basujo Sensei. Yeah, so that's a little clip of the review that's going to be up either Saturday or Sunday night. Oh, we got a super chat. I don't get many of those anymore. Mad1306 writes, did you see the Final Fantasy VII remake trailer from TGS? Yes, I did. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I was actually thinking about doing a trailer reaction for it, but I watched it without filming myself, and man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I wasn't looking excited for it. Final Fantasy VII to me, I think, is one of those games that is kind of overrated. It's a fantastic game, but I think to me it's like The Dark Knight, right? Dark Knight's a fantastic movie. Final Fantasy VII is a fantastic game, but people kind of overhype them, and I think those kind of fall in the category of overrated. But I watched the trailer, and I was instantly excited for it. I was like, man, I cannot wait for this game. The only thing I'm disappointed in is the fact that it's going to be in multiple parts. Only because look how long it took us to get this part. Well, we got to wait another 5-6 years to get the second part. How many parts is there? Like, they don't answer really any questions on it, but it looks awesome. It looks fantastic. Seeing Aerith and Tifa, I was like, oh my god, Tifa's so drop dead gorgeous. And what I like about it is it looks so seamlessly. It can fit into Advent Children. So after we play the remake, we can go and watch Advent Children, and it feels like it's still part of that universe. So I really like that, and I just like it. I've been in the mood to go back and rewatch Advent Children. I might actually watch it later. I wish do they even make a 4K version of Advent Children? I mean, I really want to see that movie again. You know, I watched it several times. I really want to see it again. The music in it is just fantastic. I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm a massive Final Fantasy fan. Like a massive fan. Like I have the tattoo and everything. I got almost all the games on the Switch. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Simon? Simon says, "Hell no, hell no, what? Hell no, what, man? You need to do anime and game reviews. Let's see how game works for now. Okay, anime is watch is all old school anime like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, you know, Rurouni Kenshin, Cowboy Bebop. I watch that stuff. I don't watch newer anime. Once anime started breaking through live, you know, mainstream, I stopped watching. And just like the animated shows on Disney Plus that someone wrote about, I don't have time today to go back and rewatch some stuff. So I'm not going to do reviews on anime. That's probably a given no. But let's see how game stuff do. I did this one review. I expected to do about 800 views, if I'm lucky. But I plan on the weekend start covering some gaming news. Like the GameStop video, I went on whim. I went on the whim on that one. Your voice? What about my voice? What about my voice? I did this one review. I did this. Testing. Hold on, I'm testing this here. Test it right now. What happened to your voice? It did this in a video. Oh, I'm testing it. Okay. Okay. No, it did this before. What was it? The video I did today, the Joker video. So I have a boom mic and I film through my Yeti, right? And when I always take the Yeti audio because the cleaner, better audio, and I splice that into my video. And when I went to go do the video, I noticed that the sound was like, I was like, oh fuck. So luckily I had the boom mic recording at the same time, so I was able to still have clear audio regardless. So always record with two mics, guys, just to back yourself up. Always make sure you have your shotgun mic, or in this case, a boom mic here. And yeah, so just try and, always have a backup. Always have a backup. I don't know what happened. For some reason, this wire is getting fidgety. I was supposed to fix this after our live stream yesterday, and I still haven't fixed it. Speaking of which, who's playing tonight? Who is playing tonight? I meant to check that, and I completely, overlooked it. Hold on a second. Let me see who's playing tonight. I keep picking the wrong nights to stream. I keep streaming on football nights. Rule number 1, I am not streaming on Monday Night Football no more. Oh, Tampa Bay and Carolina. All right, that's not worth watching anyway. Yeah, that's not worth watching. Contingency, yes. Always have contingency. I always make sure I have a backup just in case. I always try to use this audio for my videos because it's more clear, it's better sounding. But I always got that shotgun mic right here just to be on the safe side, And I usually have the shotgun mic connected right to the camera, and it was really long distance. I was like, you know what? I spent $40 on a fucking boom mic stand. Why don't I use it? So I actually set it up today, and I got the boom mic set up. So hey. Falcons all the way, Rob. Not with Matty Ice. For someone Matty Ice, because he got ice in his veins, that dude freezes up a lot. That guy is completely undependable. Undependable. Boonda coming in with a super chat. Joel wants Disney to make Spider-Man North Korean. Dude, I haven't talked to Joel since May, I think it was the last time I talked to Joel. Because he went to MedCon, I went to MedCon. I was supposed to meet up with him and go bar hopping, and at that time I just wanted to go back to the hotel. I didn't want to go around bar hopping. But I haven't talked to Joel in forever since May. I mostly talk to Adam. Me and Adam talk all the time. Adam just messaged me before I live streamed. He messaged me the same time you did. So I got, oh my God, race swapping, and oh my God, hey bro, we're going to Halloween Horror Nights on this date. I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. Great. So, yeah. Am I excited for the Halloween sequels? No. Halloween is one of my favorite horror franchises. But Halloween Kills and Halloween whatever the fuck it's called, and these are the dumbest fucking titles I ever heard. It was no, I'm not looking forward to them. I was one of the ones that thought the new one was kind of a letdown. It wasn't worthy to get rid of Halloween 2. I'm a fan of Halloween 2. I like the idea of Michael Myers being related to Laurie. I really like that idea. And when they got rid of this, that storyline, I was just like, Yeah, dude, Matt Ryan sucks ass, son. Sucks ass. I will tell you, though, I'm not a Houston Texans fan, but you guys looked pretty good. I can't remember if you guys won or lost. I want to say you guys won, but you guys looked pretty good. That quarterback you have is pretty decent. I like him. What about HBO Watchmen? I'm waiting for it. I was never a fan of Friday the 13th. I don't like killing just for the fact of killing. At least with Halloween, there used to be this intrigue about him trying to hunt down his family bloodline. Well, they completely got rid of that in the new storyline. So that might be another reason why I didn't really gravitate toward the new one, even though I've seen it 3 times in theaters. Did you watch Digimon Adventures? No, I did not. We lost by 1. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, he's pretty good, man. I was watching that game. I was watching that game on the new app they have on the phone. They got the NFL app where you can watch live games, and I remember watching it. Who the fuck is Jessica Jane? This has got to be a troll. Let's fuck with this shit. Jessica Jane writes, Hey. I'm not even going to reply. I ain't got time for no fucking bot girls to fucking Say, hey, how are you doing? I'm from Nigeria. Send me all your money. Nah, I'm good. Not doing that. Man, I really gotta let go of the beer, man. My stomach is starting to kill me. That's right, guys. We're gonna integrate Robert Storm's football chat right here on the channel. Nah. I have no problem talking football. I love football. Like, we're talking about it now, but I won't do an entire live stream just on football. But if people want to talk about football in the middle of the stream, I have no problem talking about it. Robin needs to be Latino. All right. Michael B. Jordan is Magneto. Killmonger, real last name is whatever. I don't know. Okay, that's weird. That's weird talk. Hold on 1 second. I want to check something. Oh man, my stomach is killing me, man. Oh fuck, man, fuck me up. All right, hold on. So let me fix this right now. All right, so that should prevent the wire from popping out. So hopefully it's good now. Hopefully. Let's hope. Let me play the sound just to hear. You sound like a black guy. What happened to your voice? Hold on. I'm checking to see if this... All right, so that should prevent the wire from popping out. So hopefully it's good now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Technical difficulties. That's what happens when you're live. Holy crap, I just lost 20 fucking subscribers. His mic is fucked. Now, my mic ain't fucked. It's just the USB wire keeps popping out, and it causes that to happen. It's been doing quite a bit lately. I don't know what it is, but I got it, attached now, so it shouldn't happen again, but... you never know. That's what happens when you go live. I mean, I had this mic for a couple years. I am kind of rough with it. If you guys ever see my video, the other night when I was playing Zelda live, what was it, Wednesday night, I was live streaming Zelda. I got so pissed off, I hit my fucking mic, and the mic went boom. And to be honest with you, that's when the sound started messing up. So I might have fucked it up. I might have to go buy a new Yeti. And if I get a new Yeti, I'm going to get that Fallout one. The blue one looks... it looks really awesome. That's the one I'll probably get. But we'll see, man. Hopefully it doesn't keep doing it. But like I said, I got my boom mic just to be on the safe side. Always got to be prepared. Be prepared. Jared Leto's playing Morbius now. Yes, I don't want to remember. I don't even want to remember. Shit happens. Forrest Gump. That's right. Great movie. Great movie. Love that movie. How long have we been streaming for? Only 40 minutes. Hey, what's up, D? How you doing? See, now I remember your D. Hey, Rob, can you do a segment to have guests come on and have a discussion? It's kind of hard to do. I don't have the best computer system, so I can't sit there and like if I can't have like Discord up or anything. Right, so if I have like Google Hangouts or Discord up, it'll be really hard to have people talk in and then this run flawlessly. Because you guys know, if you guys watch like regularly, you guys know some nights the internet keeps cutting in and out on me, and that's with nothing running. Imagine if I had Discord running. You know what I mean? What I could do is, I guess technically, I could have it running on the phone. I could have, Google Hangouts on the phone, and then someone call in, ask the question, I can play it up to the mic, and then do that. I mean, I might think about doing that. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about incorporating some of that. Because when I do live streams, I'm sort of like trying to get super chats, because like I said in the past, the super chats are what really, is my main revenue on YouTube. I get paid practically nothing for doing videos. Like, I did 4 videos in the past 2 days. Each one of those videos I made $1.50 each. So I made a total of $6 in the past 2 days. So my revenue comes from super chats. So when people do super chats, that's my source of income on YouTube. So if I would start having people call in or whatnot, then that just eliminates even more super chats, and that's kind of how it is. Sadly, that's what it is. Like, if you ever go to like Hollywood Square or something in Los Angeles, you have all those people dressed up as characters and they take pictures. Well, they're actually working for tips. So when I'm live streaming, for the most part, I'm kind of working for tips, where I'm talking, I'm having this conversation, and I always read everybody's comments. I try to engage with the audience, but I'm kind of working toward tips, and the tips are the super chats. So by incorporating live questions and whatnot, it's not really going to help me out. If anything, it's going to really, really, really hurt my channel. So yeah, just what's his thing with Shia LaBeouf? I keep hearing people say his name in this. Okay, one last try. Have you heard that? This is from Dick Hole. Hole Dick. Okay, one last try. Have you heard that they're looking at Shia LaBeouf to play Moon Knight? I will say this. I have not heard that. And if that comes out to be true, I am down like Charlie Brown. I am one of the people that think Shia LaBeouf is a fantastic actor. I don't know much about Moon Knight, so you got to take that with a big grain of salt. Not a fan of Moon Knight, 'cause I don't know anything about Moon Knight, so I don't know much about his character, other than I believe he like goes nuts sometimes. Like, he has like a split personality or something. I don't know. But I think Shia LaBeouf can pull that off. Shia LaBeouf is a great actor. I would love to see him. I would love to see him more in the DCEU than the MCU, because I feel like the DCEU can go a little dark sometimes. And I think Shia LaBeouf could play someone like in the Batman universe, rather than coming in the MCU where it's really gonna be censored and filtered, and let's be honest, we all like the MCU, but the MCU is really, really filtered due to Disney. So, but I think if he plays Moon Knight, absolutely fine. I'll be down with it. But I really see Shia LaBeouf as a better fit in like the DCEU universe. Me personally, just my thoughts. Thought Moon Knight was black. Just because he wears a mask doesn't mean he's black. And I don't even know what Moon Knight looks like without the mask. Like I said, I don't know practically anything with Moon Knight. I am so not drinking this. My stomach is killing me. But with Disney, you never know. You never know with Disney. That is true. That is good point there, my friend. Shia LaBeouf is not a nut job. He's a fantastic actor. I'm trying to read the comments. I'm seeing what's going on here. I don't know why people want to see Dark Avengers. Yes, Blade was originally white, but they changed him black because he was in New Orleans. Was Blade originally white? I don't think that's true. Because if I'm not mistaken, the first appearance of Blade was in Tomb of Dracula issue number 10? Don't quote me, but it was definitely in Tomb of Dracula. And I believe he was black from the get-go. So I don't know him being white, man. The Void says, what about you going on podcasts to try to get new viewers? So, okay. So I talked about this before. I talked to Comic Book Cast. He was on Facebook. I talked to him about a year ago. And I said, hey, man, is there any way I can join you on one of your podcasts, and, help my channel out a little bit? He's like, yeah, sure. Last time I ever heard from him, right? Last time I ever heard from him. I messaged him a few months ago, and I said, hey, I'm really having a hard time finding topics to talk about in the comic book world. You do like 5 videos a day. Like, where do you come up with your topics? Is there a source you go to? Like, how do you come up with all these topics every day? I'm having a hard time coming up with 1 video a day, and you're doing 5. He looked at it, never replied. Never replied. So the thing is, in order to do a podcast to get more subscribers, I need to find someone who will allow me to do that. And, Comic Book Cast has so many thousands of subscribers that, to be fair, and I kind of agree with him, he doesn't want to take a chance on a smaller channel. I mean, it makes sense. Every once in a while, you find those rare channels that has like a bunch of subscribers, like Boogie2988, that gave Ricardo a shout out and got him thousands of subscribers. You find someone that's willing to do that. It's rare. It's rare though. Usually, it's always hard work. I gotta find what's going on. I gotta be honest with you. I am so discouraged right now. I'm like, I gotta do a video tomorrow, and I don't know if I want to. And when you don't want to, your content lacks, right? Your content really lacks. Like, I'm going to do the one on the Russo Brothers and the Fantastic Four tomorrow, but it's like, I'm going to talk about it, and no one's going to care. At this point, why do I even care? If no one cares, why should I care? That's sort of the way I feel right now, and it's sad. But the one thing I've noticed that I'm going to try to change up is back when Black Panther came out and my channel blew up, I was really unfiltered back then. I said what I felt about Black Panther. I didn't care who hated it. I said what I said about Justice League and the DCEU. I didn't care who hated it. And I got thousands upon thousands of views and subscribers. And then slowly over the course of it, I felt like I started filtering myself out because certain people were like, man, he's bashing DCEU again. And I felt like, oh, well, maybe I need to lay off a little bit and pat it, and try to be a big fan of everything. And I think I filtered myself too much, and people were like, oh, well, we don't, like, because before, you never knew what I was going to say, I would say all kinds of random shit, and now I feel like I kind of filtered myself a little bit, and maybe I lost some subscribers because of that, because before, I used to be really unfiltered, so I'm thinking about going back to like the unfiltered version of me, to where I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I want to find more controversial stories. Well, and I thought this race thing was a really, really good one. That's why I wanted to talk about this in the live stream. But I mean, it is what it is. So we've been streaming for about 50 minutes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it for the night, guys. Like I said, super chats are my main source of revenue here on the channel. I got a few today, so I want to thank those who sent in super chats. Like I said, I love you guys so very much. You guys are the heart and soul of the channel. You guys really keep the channel afloat. And yeah, hopefully it picks back up with the news here, man. I don't know. I'm really starting to look down, man. Because I'm really starting to get depressed now. I'm really starting to get depressed because just, I put a lot of time and effort into stuff, and it's just not going the way I want to go. But that's for me to worry about, not you guys. Thank you so much for having my back. I love each and every one of you guys. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.